Hello everybody, my name is Jacob Sapochnick and I'm an immigration attorney based in San Diego, California. In this video, I'm going to share with you information how a person can get a green card after they've suffered physical, emotional, or any sort of abuse during the relationship of the marriage to a U.S. citizen. Now, whether you're a male or a female, this information applies to both of you. So, typically when a U.S. citizen marries a foreign national, they file for their adjustment of status or consular processing to get them a green card. And once they're here in the U.S., they live in the U.S. with a green card. Sometimes it's a conditional green card, sometimes it's a permanent green card. But sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes there are U.S. citizens, whether they're male or female, who are abusive towards their foreign national spouses. And in many cases, the foreign national spouses are afraid and they believe that there are no other solutions but to stay in the marriage and continue to being abused. Well, that's not the case. If somebody is abused, they immediately must seek help. If it's a physical abuse, they must call the police and leave the house and not worry about their immigration status, because there are solutions. The number one solution for somebody who's being abused in a relationship is a petition called I-360, self-petition based on abuse. So if you are in, let's say if your spouse filed for your I-130, which is the first step of a marriage petition, or even if you are in the process of getting your green card, but you haven't received that green card yet, you can leave the marriage if you're being abused and still file form I-360, self-petition based on abuse. What does that form do? The form it says, even if that person did not receive a green card yet, but they are married to a U.S. citizen, and it's a bona fide relationship, we have to prove three things. First of all, we have to prove that you entered into a marriage. It's a real marriage. It's a bona fide marriage. We have to prove that. If you cannot prove that, you cannot get that benefit. The second thing we have to prove is that there's been an abuse. It could be a physical abuse, it could be a mental abuse. You can show it by letters, affidavits, psychiatrist documents, police reports. There are many, many ways to prove it. Nobody's going to talk to the U.S. citizen petitioner. It's only a self-petition. It's between you and the government. And the final thing we have to prove is that you're a person of good moral character. You're not a criminal. You didn't commit any fraud. If we can prove those three things, then you don't need the U.S. citizen anymore to get your green card. You can do this by yourself by filing an I-360 self-petition. It's a very, very powerful petition because it does not require an interview. You go through the petition by filing the petition with all the documents by mail to the Vermont Service Center. It takes about a year. But once you get approved, then you can go ahead and file for your adjustment of status and get your green card. And sometimes you can file those two together. So remember, if you're being abused and you're married to a U.S. citizen, you do not have to stay in this marriage. You do not have to stay with this person just because you're worried you're not going to get the green card. There are ways to get the green card by filing a self-petition I-360 and get the green card. If you already have the green card and you're filing for the removal of conditions, there's a way to remove the conditions without the abusive spouse by filing an I-751 form with an abuse as the reason for the filing. So remember, there's hope. There are solutions for immigrants that are being abused after they're married to a U.S. citizen, and one of those is the I-360 self-petition. If you have more questions, we have plenty of information on our website, and post your comments below. We have links here about that petition in more detail, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions in the comments below. And do not forget, subscribe to our channel. Videos coming to you every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.